Hi everyone, this is Anthea here, Twin Love, and I'm finally here with your Twin Flame Energy update for this coming week, the 14th to the 21st of May, and I felt compelled to do it tonight, I think because it's the new moon tomorrow, so I'm being guided today, and I just wanted to start off by, first of all, I wanted to connect with you, show my face today. I feel like I just need to see you guys as much as you see me, so I wanted to connect with you and to thank you for giving me time. I've been away for a few weeks. The last update I did, I think I briefly mentioned about a friend of mine who was going in for an operation and he unfortunately did not survive. It took him 9 days after the operation. He was being kept alive on his life support and I was there to watch him turn it off. I've been caring for his mum. I made a promise that I would be there for him and to look after his mum while he was away, and I'm sticking to that promise, and I will do everything I can and have been as this has all happened. So I've needed some time out, really. It's been difficult, very fast, very tiring, very emotional. It's never going to be easy, even though we're spiritual beings. We know that, crossing over, they're okay. We know that. But it's never easy on a human level to accept it. So I've needed to give myself time, and I feel ready. I've come back to work this week, and I need to work a lot now to sort of make up for the 3 weeks that I haven't been working. So please feel free to book in with me for your readings as well. I'm taking on the bookings now and gladly here to help everyone. Now, touching on that with the energies, guys, it's been a roller coaster, and I've had to sort of distinguish what I'm feeling and going through to what the collective is going through and what I'm picking up empathically and intuitively as well. And it's been such a mixture that it's been quite difficult for me to distinguish what on earth is going on. But I've had a few things come through, and I know that we've got big shifts happening, big major shifts happening. And basically there has been this weird energy where I feel like I've been given tests left, right and centre thrown at me. I really do. I feel like I'm constantly being tested. And, we all say we need to go in and address our shadow selves and do our inner work and yada, yada, yada. And we get that, and that's fine, and we do it. Great. But I feel there's something more than that. And I feel that it's not just about us doing inner work anymore. I think that we've pretty much, we know where our triggers are at, and we still get triggered. I get that. And we have to sort of get back there, and we can sort it out nicely, 10 minutes to a day, we're kind of all right again. But I feel that the majority of these tests are to really show and see if we are really sticking to our truth within this journey. If we really are who we say we are, if we really are stepping up to the mark to do our work, to be the light workers and to do our thing, and to really stay true to our hearts and what is going on, So there is a few things that I've written down that have come in. I just want to revert back to the Superman dream that I had. I think that I told you guys in one of the, either the last one I just did or the one before, but I had the Superman and Supergirl dream, and there was the pink ribbon that was attaching us around both our waists, and in my tassel bit there were 2 balls that were weighing me down, and Superman said, no, you're not going to be weighed down by this, you've got this. And Well, lo and behold, 2 weeks later, when I was taking my friend into the hospital, that was a situation that I just thought was going to be relatively straightforward. Take him in, make him laugh, give him a coffee, see him every day until the operation. He'll come out, Bob's your uncle. But of course, it took a turn, and it was a situation that I was not prepared for. I saw that I was going to lose a friend, and I didn't want to believe it, and I kept myself in denial. But I knew it was coming, and I purposely didn't prepare myself for it because I didn't want to believe it was true. So I kept myself in denial. But I'm glad because, I needed to give him the hope that he needed at that time. Sorry. So I had to be strong for him and his mum. And during this situation, there were a few friends of mine that I've known since I've lived here that betrayed my trust. Well, they didn't betray my trust, they were disloyal with situations that happened last year. They, said that they'll stand by me, and, it was to do with other people that really hurt me for no reason. And during this time of me going through this with a friend, they chose to go off with these people that hurt me and just leave me standing alone. And this was the second situation that really hurt. But interestingly enough, my twin was the one that kept telling me to be strong. He kept telling me, you've got this. He kept sending me his hugs and saying to me, he's with me. And he was so amazingly supportive. And now I understand what that Supergirl and Superman dream was about. It was letting me know that he's there with me, that's going to help me get through this. And he did. He stepped up. And I'm so grateful. Now, it's important that I'm telling you this because energetically, guys, they have got your backs. If you're in 3D communication, I 100% feel that they have you, that they are your support. And it's very, very important to acknowledge the little things that they say or do. Whether they're committing to you or not is not the be-all and end-all of a twin flame union. That's not what matters. What matters is that you have each other. You have that trust and that love to carry you through the hard times. That's what matters more than anything in the world. That's what matters. So, at least I know my dreams aren't sending me doolally, and I can understand that they are giving me information that is about to occur. So I fully trust them. Now, another thing that I'm finding is that patterns are going on. Repeated patterns. Mine specifically is repeating 2014 all over again. Literally, if any of you guys have watched my journey and it came to the year that he was back in and he was being amazing and the friend said to me, don't trust him, he's lying to you, blah, blah, blah. And then I made the decision to stop seeing him and to get with the brother-in-law, to sever the connection. This is all being repeated to the point that I'm back in the parents' home. My twins' parents have welcomed me back in after the whole brother-in-law scenario. I've been back there having dinner with them. The support has been there with my twin. The friend came over of the weekend that our friend died and said the same thing to me. Don't trust him. He's no good to you. He's never going to commit to you. He's never going to give you what you want. He said the same thing. At the same time, fast forward a week, I'm out with my twin sister and I meet a man who is so awakened and on a vibration that matches mine right? And he's saying everything that 3D wise I'd want to hear in a man. I know instantly from the look of someone whether or not I connect. There was no connection for me whatsoever. Decent looking fella, fair enough. But as he was energetically, I felt already that there was no match, even though he's an awakened man. But what was interesting was to meet another awakened man that is now in his 40s, gone through a lot of pain, and chose self-love to come back to himself. And we were having the most amazing conversation, and he got hooked straight away, and he's asking me out, and you know, people are saying forget twin, you know, this guy is a much better match, and la la la. And I'm thinking, this is bizarre. This is exactly 2014 repeating itself all over again. And the choice I made was to listen to the outside influences and do that, and not follow what I should have done, not stuck to my truth. And I'm back in this place where I've been given an option of someone. And it's making me go back to that time, that thought process, that emotion memory, and re-establish what it was I was thinking back then and how I was feeling, and determining my actions because of what people are saying. And then later on realizing that in a way it benefited the relationship between and I. However, I was not being true. And I'm not willing to do that again. I'm not. Because I feel these are tests, and I'm going to go with my gut on this now, my instinct, my truth. And yeah, twin isn't ready to commit to me, but I honestly don't care. I just don't care. Do you know what I care about? Is the level of love and support he portrays when I've needed it. That's what I care about. I care about me. I care about my mission. I care about doing what's right for other people and myself. I care about helping. I care about my mission, where I want to go. That's what I care about. So no, I'm not interested. Thanks, universe, for sending me a test, but I'm going to stay true to my heart. And my heart is with my twin. And I'm not going to jeopardize what we've built. But if twin wants to, that's up to him. I'm not going to. I'm not. Because I'm going to trust in us. And I think that's where we are collectively being tested. So I had a few dreams that were coming up, and twin and I were lighting a flame together on this big wooden stick, and we had this flame and we were lighting the candle together, and there was a massive rose quartz, right, and we had to light the tip of this rose quartz, and we knew that the rose quartz would a section of the rose quartz would burn, but it would catapult into the universe, and we had to persevere. And the flame kept going out, so we had to keep relighting it, and it kept going out, and we had to keep relighting it. So I think that's quite self-explanatory, that us divine feminines are feeling that our flames are being putting out. You know, we've been tested so much, we have to be patient so much, we have to focus on our missions and deal with external situations, that I feel like my flame has been put out so many times this last month. But we persevered, and we ignited the flame, we ignited the rose quartz, and it went into the universe, and I knew that we were on track. So I think it's about perseverance. I also dreamt of showering and hoovering, and I know that this is a big cleansing process, okay? So we are going through a massive cleansing, and we are cleaning up all the clutter. We are getting rid of a lot of the negativity, okay? Because we're having to revisit these old patterns to show us where our thoughts were at that time to where they are now, and how true we are to this mission, you know? So I feel this is a major energy shift that is happening. And if we persevere and we keep our trust and we keep our faith and we carry on, no matter how hard it can get, I think we're already in that union. I just feel that that's what is within us. So I'm not giving up. And I am a stubborn Aries at that as well. So, you know, someone tells me to give up, I'll just keep going. Basically. So I'm going to get to the cards, guys. Let me just put my little quartz down. Well, the night my friend died, I came over here and I had an angel feather on the floor. And there's no way feathers can get in my flat because I have a big, massive net up, so nothing can get in. Look at that. So that's nice. That's just a little sign just to say that he's safe. They've got him wrapped up in their wings. So yes, isn't that lovely? And he's underneath my little heart swan, so my angel. Okay, so Divine Feminines, we've got the Justice card. Justice is being served. So this is really about choices with the Justice card. It's about making big, big decisions. And with that, these decisions will bring us balance in our lives. But we've got to trust that. We've got to trust ourselves with the decisions that we're making. And I think this boils down to what I've just said with the repeating patterns. I'm not going to go too much. There's a lot to cover and I've already spoken for quite a while, but it's very self-explanatory. But we've got the perseverance and determination. There's the Seven of Swords. And this is, depending on what cards I surround, but this is about perseverance. The Seven of Swords is basically not giving up, having that determination to carry on, and it will bring you great results. You know, the dividends are going to pay off, it's there. And this is why the decision, for me, I feel is that we're going to make the decision to stay true to ourselves and to carry on in our path of this journey. Because we volunteered, well, we knew that we were going to be here. So we just have to deal with it and get on with it the best we can. But look to what matters. Look to what matters, not what outside people say to you. Follow what's true to your heart. Okay. And we've got the moon. So, of course, there's still some shadow work there. The new moon is tomorrow in Taurus. I do know that there is a lot of galactic energies going on. I'm not an astronomer, but I do know just from reading up that we've got these planets that are all aligning for the first time in like 64 years or something, 72, I don't know. And it's going to be a massive energy. So, of course, these shifts are all happening, but I do feel that it's all about speaking true and being true, not only to yourself, but to others as well, standing firm in what you believe in. And of course, with addressing the shadow sides and these shadow works coming up, this is just to show us that our light is still there. You know, we address the dark to find the light, and that's always a good thing. So, you know, this is an exciting time because we're getting into a much healthier space with this balance here. And also with the balance here, we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is about taking control. You're in control of your life and you can steer it, your life, how you want it to be steered. You go in the direction you want to go in, carrying with you both aspects, the light and the dark. You have to have both. You can't just have light all the time. You have to have that balance, you know, and it's about utilizing that in a harmonious way, using both energies to work together in harmony. Okay, so, you know, we really are coming into this new manifestation period where our thoughts, everything we think is going to happen. So clear that mind, clear that clutter, the hoover, you know, and it will get you rid of the energies that you no longer need. Shower, cleanse yourself, and reconnect. This is very important to reconnect. I'm speaking to me as well. Honestly, I really am. Very much so. But for the divine feminines, I like it. I like that we've got this fight in us, this determination, and it's making me feel quite emotional, to be honest. Okay, divine masculines. They've got the Hierophant, and this is about trusting themselves and knowing what they're doing is the right thing. You know, he's the High Priest basically, and this energy is coming up a lot for the twins at this moment in time. The High Priestess and the High Priest, and this is an energy that we're working with at the moment for the twin collective. So it's nice to know that they're here, all right? They're here because they're going to be learning lessons, and they've got some introspection to do, the divine masculines. You may have noticed that your divine masculines have gone not so much detached in a way, but detached. Pulled away is more like the word I want to use. They've pulled away themselves. They disconnected. They've switched. They've done a switch. Okay, and that's fine. Let them switch. It's not a problem. Mine's done it. He's been. He switched himself off last week after the funeral. It was an intense emotional time. I was not in a good way. He was not in a good way. He was amazing. He was supportive, and he did this switch, and he's back to being this weird, surfacey, disconnected guy again. And I'm like, oh, get on with it. And I'm glad, because I kind of need him to be that way at the minute to be able to focus on myself and do what I need to do for me. All right. So this is why they're pulling away. It's to give you that time to get back your balance and take control of your life again. All right. But their obstacles are clearing, and they've got the 7 of Wands. So it's quite interesting. Both got major arcana and both got the 7s underneath each other, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, 7 of Wands here. So there are obstacles that are going to be clearing out of the way for them. But this is why they're needing to trust themselves at the minute and following their inner guidance. All right, the High Priest is there to aid them at this moment and give them, helping them establish their own intuition. But with that, and with that space, their obstacles are going to be clearing, and they're going to be coming back into balance too, like we are. So they've got the 6 of Pentacles. So they are going to be re-establishing this balance within themselves as well, okay? Which is what they need at this moment. They need time out, they need space, they need quiet time to reflect and sort out what they need to do inside. And they've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is the Holy Trinity. But it's also about contracts, and it's about the level of commitment as well. And I don't mean commitment with their divine feminines at this time, but I do feel commitment to themselves, to be committed to who they are and to step in their truth and commit to that truth. That's what I feel more, rather than coming and placing a ring on someone's finger, all right? Now, what's interesting is that these Titania cards here are very much divine masculine based, because he's the first card. And I do feel that there are going to be some 3D situations going on for the Divine Masculines that are going to provide major changes in his life. But he's got some bad energies around him, I feel, personally speaking. But I'll show you. So we've got the man, the side, and the tree. Now, the man for me is representative of the Divine Masculine. The side is all about sharp breaks. It's about a severance. It's about changes, sharp changes that are occurring. And with the tree next to it, this is about time for reflection, but it's also about growth. But this is about food for thought as well. So the tree signifies, taking that time out, sitting by the tree, reflecting and rebuilding, regrowth. The seeds have been planted, and it's about seeing those seeds come into fruition and blossom. So these changes are going to prove to be very good, but they might send him into introspection, which is what I've kind of said there. So, but they're going to be very beneficial for the Divine Masculines, okay? It's going to be a very beneficial change for them. And we've got the stork, the fox, and the anchor. So this is all about movement. Things are going to start to happen where things have been stagnant. Excuse me. So the stork is about the fast forward movement from stagnant situations. Now, with the fox in the middle, this is about manipulation. I'm not overly keen on the fox, but because of this card that's come out here as well that I'll get to in a second, I do feel that there are people around the Divine Masculine that are very much manipulating him at this moment. Manipulating his mind. Also, we're being manipulated as well. So I do feel that we need to be a bit cautious of those around us at the moment. And with the anchor there, this is about anchoring ourselves, standing our ground, and, staying true, really, grounding ourselves. Great stoicism is called for at this time. So I feel that this is very applicable because of this fox next to that. That's why I'm saying that with the anchor. All right. It's not just about security at this time. I feel that. Just be aware of the elements that can come in. But stay true to yourselves. Okay. And we've got the house, the child, and the whip. So the house is all about the home life in general. And with the child next to it, this is about new beginnings, new chapters, a rebirth is en route. And with the whip, this is signifying worry and anxiety. Okay. It could be the anxiety is because of the changes that are going to happen. All right. So these shifts are meant to happen to clear out the things that you no longer need. So going through these changes and these new beginnings can create that natural anxiety because it's the unknown, and you might have to let go of people around you that are no longer good for you, like I did a couple of weeks ago. That's hurtful and it made me feel really sad, but I'm okay. I have amazing people in my life that should be there and that are there, and happy days, but it happens, what can you do? You got to trust in life and trust in the process. So it might just be that there's some more clearing to do, okay? But this also jumped out, and this is the reunion card. So we have got more reunions coming into play, which could make sense if those of you who are with, or if your twins are with or attached to another, this could make sense, because if the Divine Masculine is breaking away and having to go through this manipulation and struggle himself, and there's movement with his life and changes, then it might be that he calls back in and says, right, I need to see you. We need to talk. So the reunion is there, okay, for some of you. Of course, guys, take what resonates as well, as always, And And then what jumped out, we had 4 jump out this week. So we first had goals. There it is. And it says goals, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So that's nice to know. We're on track. Good. And then we had plain. So we've got plain a few times, I do believe. And it says a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. So I feel that this is the new journey of life. This is going to be a big transformation about to occur. And it says that your life will become more full. So of course it will, because these changes need to happen in order for us to reach our goals and to accomplish what it is we want to accomplish. Now then, this one came out, which I think is applicable to the fox and the whip here with the man, but it says beware. And it says beware, be careful who you trust at this time. So of course, just stay true to yourself, follow your instincts at this time, follow your intuition at this time, be careful who you talk to about any of this, because there are energies out there, okay, that are trying to change your head when you should just be following your heart, okay? But the good thing is we got the sun. And it says, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So, it's actually very apt, I feel, this reading, to be perfectly honest with you. I really do. So that's it, guys. There's not really much more I can elaborate at this moment. I am going to come back to you regularly again now, fingers crossed, touch wood, I will be here. Of course, I am taking bookings now as well. So by all means, please reach out to me and come to me for any guidance sessions or personal readings or twin flame readings. Everything is in the description below for you to know of how to contact me, and all the pricing that is there as well for everyone. And I just want to thank you so much always for your love and your support, and please carry on liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. My channel needs to build, and I really need to kickstart this now, because I'm not willing to give up my mission, and I need your help and support with that. So I really do appreciate you all so much. And I love you, and God bless, and lots of love and light to you all, and I will see you hopefully next week. All right, guys. Mwah. Take good care. Bye-bye.